What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, talking today about Activision Blizzard because they just kicked out the head of the company. Anybody who knows the name Bobby Kotick knows this guy is evil. He is bad for video games. His choices have very much directly led to the increase in stuff like battle passes, microtransactions, cosmetic skins. Being the head of Activision Blizzard means that he has been directly overseeing so many toxic decisions that have ruined some of the best expansions of World of Warcraft, the weirdest seasons of Diablo, the choice to make something like Overwatch 2 free to play and then filled it with $20 skins. If you've ever opened the shop in something like Diablo 4 and asked why it costs $35 for a stupid horse, well, that's Bobby, baby. Now, this is well known. This is beyond his actual crimes, including trying to bribe people, threatening to murder his own employees, actually covering up direct accusations of assault, one of which led to somebody's suicide. Okay. I could literally talk all day about why Bobby Kotick sucks, but everybody knows that. People have known that Bobby Kotick has sucked for a long time, and a big reason that people were happy that Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard is because we knew, hopefully, they were going to kick this trash goblin out. I mean, they're going to have to pay him a lot when they remove him, but finally, we have confirmation that he is gone. Let's take a look at the statement and see specifically what Microsoft is saying about the power structure of Activision Blizzard and hopefully how this will make their games suck less. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. So this is a scoop just out by Tom Warren. Holy heck. Bobby Kotick is leaving Microsoft on December 29th. Microsoft has now announced more leadership changes where Matt Booty oversees the existing leadership of Activision Blizzard. Read Phil Spencer's full memo below. So I clicked it. Wowzers, this is actually insane. He is officially stepping down. Microsoft is not appointing a direct replacement and instead just folding Activision Blizzard's executives into the existing power structure. So I must admit, I'm most curious how this is going to play out. I think this is the exact correct decision. Sometimes when companies try to put people off to the side and have them exist too separately, they either become lazy or too experimental or too weird. I think it's probably a safe bet because as much as I have problems with Microsoft's quality control, I definitely wanted Starfield to be better. Redfall, obviously a complete worthless dumpster fire, but hopefully the point of this is with all the new people like Sarah Bond and Mikey Barra, a lot of these people are actually new to running Xbox games. So them being directly involved in making sure that Activision Blizzard doesn't screw up again, probably for the best. But okay, so we got a lot of technical stuff here. I wanted to scroll down. This is the official words of Phil Spencer, head of Xbox. And he says this: earlier today, Activision CEO Bobby Kotick has formally announced that Friday, December 29th, 2023 will be his last day at Microsoft Gaming. Under Bobby's watch, Activision Blizzard in its many incarnations has been an enduring pillar of video games. Whether it's Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, Saga, or any number of other titles, his teams have created beloved franchises and entertained hundreds of millions of players for decades. I'd like to thank Bobby. Oh, God. Look, I'm going to pause for 1 second. Nobody needs to thank Bobby. There's articles literally going back decades about how evil this man is. The man you love to hate, Bobby Kotick. This is an article from freaking 11 years ago about how much this man just corrupts everything he touches. But okay, you know what? It's PR speak. We got to say nicey nice because he's on his way out. You're not allowed to run him over with a car one last time. But here we go. I'd like to thank Bobby for his invaluable contributions to the industry by ruining it a bit, his partnership in closing the Activision Blizzard acquisition, and his collaboration following the close. And I wish him and his family the very best in the next chapter. With Bobby's impending departure, we're taking the next step in aligning Activision Blizzard with Microsoft Gaming by making the following changes. Okay, so this is some very technical internal memo stuff. I'm not going to read all of it, but essentially it's basically saying everybody now works for Xbox Gaming directly. You'll notice a lot of times here it says, hey, you're the president of this, you're the president of this, you're the president of this. You are now talking directly to these people that work at Microsoft Gaming, gaming resources, people officer. So everybody now is being folded into the exact power structure that exists for Xbox. Now, this is kind of wild. Now, I want to finish this part real quick. For most of you, your day-to-day work will remain the same. It's still business as usual and bringing more groundbreaking experiences to more players around the world. At the leadership level, these changes will provide the clarity and accountability. Good choice of words there, since obviously they've been literally investigated for mistreating their own workers and were actually sued for it successfully. They treat their own people so bad. They had to pay like $120 million fine, provably in court. Okay, that is necessary to achieve our goals and ambitions, foster a culture that is welcoming, empowering, and committed to gaming for everyone. We have an exciting 2024 lineup across Activision Blizzard, Bethesda, King, Xbox, and we know we'll look forward to showing the right details soon. Okay, so what does this actually mean? In the short term, probably not much, but I must admit, I'm extremely happy about this. Some other executives are also taking their chance to duck out as well. A couple people here are actually some Blizzard executives, some Activision executives are ducking out in March. I think that's probably people that are handing off the reins. Typically, whenever there's a big acquisition like this, they're kind of given a chance to say, hey, would you like a severance package? Do you want a couple $1 million payout right now while everything's changing over? Just train your replacement. Whenever there's buyouts like this always happens. But I have to say, the fact that Bobby Kotick is gone, this is awesome. The replies right now are just absolutely great. People saying time to get drunk and celebrate. A lot of people actually praising the fact that Nadella, this is the head of Microsoft and head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, basically just kicking him out as soon as they legally could. To me, this is great. This is going to lead to better games. I mean, if it doesn't, I will be actually shocked. The Activision Blizzard deal is huge. Obviously, there was a very long court case trying to prove it wouldn't make a monopoly. We're still going to be seeing a lot of these Xbox games appearing on PlayStation. But I have to admit, this sounds like they're going to get things back on track. We're going to focus more on actually good games. The biggest thing that Activision Blizzard has been doing the last couple years that their fans have hated the most, myself included, is they talk about play hours. Instead of talking about how fun the game is, how interactive it is, how deep the quests are, they rate how many hours people have played. Now, what that essentially means is that a lot of Activision Blizzard games have become pointlessly grindy for the last couple years. More daily quests, more login bonuses, more stupid battle passes that take hundreds of hours to complete, more time just to level up. This sounds like the kind of stuff where with a better leadership that is more focused on just selling the games and you enjoying them, this is going to be a good thing. Now, my final note is, I think this is a good time for Microsoft to start to focus on putting their stuff on Game Pass. Take all these Activision Blizzard games as soon as they're willing to do it and start throwing it on Xbox. I think this was the goal all along. I mean, right now, PlayStation 5 throughout the entirety of 2023 outsold the Xbox 3-1. Obviously, completely insane numbers. The PlayStation 5 is now up to 50 million units. The point of this acquisition was to make a comeback, to make more people pay attention to what Microsoft Gaming is doing. And undoubtedly, if they manage to right the ship, if they manage to fix the broken aspects of Activision Blizzard, they're going to get attention, a lot of positive attention. And people like me, I'm going to start simping for them a bit. I like Blizzard games. I've got a giant freaking Diablo tattoo. Make Blizzard great again, and I'll be the first in line to say, hey, Matt Booty, Phil Spencer, hell yeah. Bobby, I'm glad you're gone. Bobby Kotick, I know you're going to get probably a $330 million payout or something bonkers, but go sit on your little island. Buzz off. But what do you guys think about this? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.